as weekly if they can. Thanks for being with us. Okay, any others? Please come now.
KJ5, FAF, Mac and Kingwood. Good evening to the net.
I'm glad you joined us, Mac. I did call you earlier, and I was hoping you would be with us. You were on Echo Link earlier today, right?
That is correct. I was listening in on Echo Link as I was driving around. I don't yet have a mobile in the vehicle, but someday. But yes, indeed. I'm glad to be back on the radio.
Just for the record, your transmission on Echo Link was perfectly fine, so good way to communicate. Glad you did that, and glad you're with us this evening. I presume you're high and dry at your location?
That is correct. Here at the near the old Kroger, everything's high and dry. Not a problem where I am.
Excellent. Glad to hear that, and thank you for that report. Do we have any others that would like to check in? If so, please come now.
KJ5 CVH, Charlie Victor Hilton.
AJ5 CVH, is that correct?
That's Bill in Kingwood.
Thank you for joining us, Bill. Are you high and dry at your location?
We're in Kings Forest and high and dry for the time being.
Excellent. Well, glad to hear that, and glad you're joining us this evening. This storm is bringing out a lot of before, so we're glad to hear all of you checking in. So glad everyone is doing well that's checked in so far. Okay, next check-in, please come now. Well, hearing none, I'll just kind of rearrange some of my training that I had scheduled for tonight in light of the situation. Thought I'd have something that might be a little bit more timely based upon one of our members that had a issue yesterday in getting to his home. He came back from work at the end of the day and discovered that access to his home was completely surrounded by water, and he didn't gain access to his home until about 1 a.m. this morning. And during that situation, it made me wish that I had some type of portable raft or boat or something to lend him to get home. So it just made me think, I should probably add that to my list of things I need for being prepared. And I just out of curiosity went to Amazon and looked around for cheap inflatable boats. And of course they got a lot of them that are quite expensive, but I found one that's I think just about all of us could afford. I know I could afford this one. It's a 5-person inflatable boat. It comes with aluminum oars. It can handle up to 1,100 pounds of weight. They advertise that it can handle 5 adults in the craft, and it's only $113. So I thought, that's not a bad price. If I could get that thing and throw it in the back of my car, and if somebody needs to paddle to get to their home, at least I have something to let them use. So it kind of made me think. I'm sure some of you have come up with some ideas on things that you would like to add to your list of goodies for surviving situations like we're potentially in. So I thought I'd just open up the net tonight and see what kind of thoughts and comments the rest of you might have. So any of you that have some thoughts on that subject, please come now.
Side TCB.
Go ahead, Dom.
One thing that helps, particularly in wet weather, is boots. And I'm not talking about Western boots. I'm talking about rubber boots or artificial rubber boots. And it's been a helping a hand situation, believe it or not. 3 years ago, we did Breeze across Texas. And they said, well, Fred's going to be coming through. About the time we were doing the ceremony. And so I show up. I got my boots on, and they said, well, Dominic, we're wearing the boots. I said, well, I heard the storm's coming. So I said, we got scouts here. I'm showing you're supposed to be prepared. Well, we actually had I believe we had a tornado during that event. Wrecked my pop-up tent. But I would say boots is a good thing to have. Back to net control.
I got a question for you on the boots, Dom. Are you talking about boots that maybe come up to your knee, or are you talking about waders that have the suspenders on them that go all the way up to your chest?
Thinking more of
Texas Emergency Amateur Communicators.
Okay.
TEAC.net.
I would have to
Texas Emergency Amateur
I don't think that'd be a
Communicators.
good idea because a lot of fishermen drown
TEAC.net.
wearing waders because they go out too far. The waders